we're joined by the CEO of MoMo, Haruna Shaibu, who's joined us here. I almost said in studio. Yes, today this is our studio.
Yeah.
And so we can take it like that. He joined us earlier to welcome all of us. Good morning, Haruna Shaibu, once again.
Good morning, Winston, and good morning, Kojo.
Good morning,
Sorry,
good morning, good morning.
We've turned your office into our studios today.
Yeah, we love it. And if you don't mind, we can do this every day of the because we see the whole Accra from here. We see the traffic, we see the weather, we see the infrastructure. And there's a lot of breakfast and lunch waiting for us as well. Why not? We can do this every day.
You've come to somebody's office and you want to convert his office into your office. Okay, please stay here. When you're done, after 10,
Yes.
you go back to your office. And that's what you have to do. But look, I mean, let's do it this way. I mean, let's look at your journey. I mean, for the past 16 years, what would you say, is Momo's most significant milestone? I mean, what are the most significant milestones?
Okay, thank you very much, Winston. And let me once again say a big good morning to your listeners and viewers online, and also to Ghana. Again, it's 16 years, and it's a wonderful story about impact and execution. Also, a wonderful story about Ghanaians and when they believe in something and how far they can take it. You know, it's not always been this great story when it all started 16 years ago. And always we have to remind ourselves where we've come from. And it was a very simple dream around using feature phones at the time to power financial services. We took inspiration from East Africa, specifically Kenya. But for us, the main point about it was how the transformative power that this has, not just on the economy as a whole, but also touching individuals. So when we start looking at the impact story of mobile money, for me, I translate it down to the power that is given to individuals. What the story of every individual is around mobile money. Everybody has a unique mobile money story. And I'll tell you mine in a moment.
Okay.
For me, one defining moment for me, probably one that comes really in mind, is recently I visited my favorite wache joint somewhere around Medina.
Okay.
And I tried to pay money for avocado. I bought some avocado from a vendor who was just right by the wache seller. And she instantly told me, no, you can't send the money to my mobile.
Oh.
So I asked her, why? You are owing, right? And she admitted. I mean, I was quite humbled by
Shaibu, your brother's matter.
her honesty. But she told me one, touching point. She said, look, I've been sick for the last 3 days and I couldn't raise the funds. I couldn't work. So she's literally using the MoMo loan to fund her working capital for her avocado business. And for me, it was quite touching. Fast forward a few weeks down the line, when I came and I saw her, she was beaming with a lot of smile.
This time when she had paid.
And this time she's paid.
Good.
And she told me that, look, now you can pay the money into my wallet, and I've paid it. And I was quite touched by this. And it tells me, and these are the transformative power of mobile money in terms of what it does to individuals. And if you stretch it for businesses, it's quite transformative as well. I'm sure I'm speaking to farmers here, right? So the last time we had a conversation, it was around how it's changed the way you actually do business, and you're able to actually effectively discharge your functions even remotely wherever you are. And don't forget that people are not just using our services whilst in Ghana, but even when you travel outside of the country, you are effectively able to remain engaged in whatever you do. So for me, the story is not about the big numbers that we put out, but the small story that each one of us have.
Great. I mean, I'll tell you something, talking about even if you're outside the country, I think last year in November when I was outside the country, I needed to send money home. I actually had to use MoMo. I mean, it was that simple. And these days when you get into any of these online ride-hailing vehicles, and you have to pay them, when you give them money and they say, the next thing they tell you is, send me MoMo. So it's actually made financial transaction very, very easy. Kuju was talking earlier about, not remembering the last time he was in a bank. I don't also. I don't show up in a bank. Everything I need to do, I get people, you send me the money, I can put the money in my bank account if I want to. So it's so simple, except that, sometimes if you want to transfer more than 25,000, you're unable to. That one, I'm sure, is one of the things that we'll talk about later on. But in moving on, let's look at, Ghana's evolving fintech landscape. How is, MoMo positioning itself to drive sustainability, digital financial inclusion for underserved communities?
Yeah, no, this is a very important one. When we started our journey, it was about getting everyone on board, right? And I often equate that to casting a net, in the ocean, and you grab whatever is available. We have, using that mechanism over the years, been able to bring in the millions of customers who use our services. As per our published results, mid-year result, over 17.7 million active users on our platform. Now, beyond that, when you slice our data, there are very clear gaps in terms of inclusion. And this, I coin a word, what they call an acronym, which is GRR. Essentially, you have elements of it which are geographic in nature, where you have geographic disparity, either rural versus urban, and you also have, regional pockets. But there's also the gender element, which is also there. Now, for us, we then look at these initiatives that enables us to unlock the opportunities in these areas of underserved. So if I take the gender element, for instance, if you look at our data, we have, a reasonably dominant proportion of our base who are male.
Okay.
And there's opportunity to add women. And the question you ask is, why are women proportionately not within the mobile money ecosystem?
Exactly.
And what then means is that we have to get into the specific blocks and engage. So we do a lot of initiatives around women initiatives. We've actually signed up a commitment with GSMA, which is a global body for telecommunication operators, to drive inclusion among women. So specifically, if you look at our agent network, we are encouraging women entrepreneurs to sign up as agent for mobile money.
Before you continue, I'm just curious, because I know there are more female entrepreneurs. Women like to engage in entrepreneurship more. So why don't we have more of them?
Well, it's the safety of cash for some of them, and also building digital literacy for them. And it's part of the journey we take these user groups through. So, for instance, associations, we work with trade associations like the Hairdressers Association by providing capacity, and it's important you build trust amongst them in terms of providing data literacy and knowledge, and also financial management skills. That way we're able to onboard them. So it's a question of trying to understand their pockets, understand their unique needs, and being able to now solution them and provide capacity for them. So the approach now is a lot more focused and a lot more deliberate in unlocking potential. I mean, if we take the rural disparity, for instance, we're doing quite a number of research work currently with the likes of Refined, which is a research arm of the Institute of Statistical and Social Research. And it is to help us understand some of the dynamics around rural penetration of agents. And we've done some interesting experimentation, having some control groups as well as other elements, just to understand what motivates and get people on board in the rural setting. And quite interesting insights are coming through from these research work.
I'm
And
interested in some of the insights.
it is defining how we serve these rural communities. So, for instance, in terms of price compliance in the rural areas, for instance, we did some work to say, okay, in one community, we actually educate the users, the agents, and also the community around price compliance. And then we then have two specific agents, one with an intervention, one without an intervention, to see whether there will be a change in terms of transaction behavior in those communities. So these are just to make us understand the unique elements that unlocks growth within communities. And then we're able to now define a kind of either it's incentive structure for the channel or deliberate interventions that we need to put within that local community in order to unlock growth. And this information is actually also shared publicly because it's a research documentation. And for us, we do that to also benefit the industry at large, where other EMIs can also pick up the learning and also help propel and grow financial inclusion. For us, we take our leadership role very important to say we work with the industry to unlock growth for the mutual growth of the entire ecosystem, banks, fintechs, and all other value chain partners we have.
So you've talked about gender, rural. What's the third one? Is GRR?
Yeah, we have gender, rural, and then also the regional disparity.
Okay, let's move on. And in moving on, we still have Shaibu Haruna, who is CEO of MoMo, joining us here on the Super Morning Show. So we've talked about how you're looking at serving the underserved communities. Let's look at some of the challenges that MoMo has faced in expanding digital financial inclusion and how you've been able to overcome these challenges.
No, thank you very much. Let me say, and perhaps starts on a high in terms of the environment that we thrive. You know, at the very core of our business is the enabling environment that we find ourselves in from a regulatory standpoint. And as you know, recently there's been quite a lot of momentum in terms of tackling some of the regulatory areas within the fintech industry, and I'm very optimistic about the direction in terms of regulation and how the shape of the industry will look like, you know, down the line. But speaking about the challenges, I think one that will go without saying is the issue of digital fraud. And I have to start by emphasizing that this is a general industry issue, not just in Ghana, but it's actually a global phenomenon. I mean, recently I was sharing some notes with some of my colleagues in other parts of Africa, and similar trends and quite, you know, worrying trends are emerging in most of these markets. And this remains one of the biggest threats for any technology company. If you stretch it, you are also talking about cybersecurity threat, which are realities that we have to deal with in the digital space. But I think fundamentally, we know the source of the issues. We are very confident about the robustness of our platform, and we continue to invest to make sure that the platforms are safe. But you see, if you have a vehicle and you don't drive it well, obviously you're exposed to having an accident. And for us, that is a journey we have to embark with our customers to ensure that we protect ourselves at all time. And if you notice, the last 3 months or so, we've actually increased the tempo of our investment in educating customers. We've embarked on a number of interventions, both on social media and other media channels. But beyond that, we're actually going into the rural communities. Just last week, we launched what we call a Shine Your Eye campaign, which is targeting vulnerable communities and taking the engagement around fraud to them, to live it and to demonstrate to them through different methods such as drama, music, to engage them around the subject. And we've seen that impacting in terms of, the incidents of fraud that is happening. But I think it's important to use this platform to re-emphasize the fact that the first and last line of defense for our customers is themselves. So we have to take responsibility and take it very seriously in that regard. Beyond the issue of fraud, it's obviously the natural issue around access to devices. And today we are talking about smartphones as well, because it's no longer about having feature phone, because the user experience around feature phones are no longer exciting, especially if you look at the services that we are providing on our platform. So having access to smart devices remains a very major barrier to actually experience digital financial services. We're doing a lot of stuff around partnerships. Currently, our connectivity business is working with M-Copper to provide device financing to customers. We have a buy now, pay later solution with partnerships with Access Bank and other partners. And we're looking out for a lot more of such buy now, pay later options to ensure that people who can actually pay maybe 2-3 cities on a daily basis towards financing their devices. So those remain issues that we need to work together to address. And of course, there's a bit around service adoption. So majority of our customers still only use a service for send me money, receive money. But there's a lot more that we can do with mobile money, as we work towards building a digital light ecosystem.
Kofi, you know what I'm looking forward to? This week, one of the conversations we'll have will be on housing and affordable housing.
Sure.
And now that mobile money is enabling people to buy devices now and pay later, I'm looking forward to a day where mobile money will use it and grow the base such that you can even buy a house with mobile money and pay later. Because now, it's possible. If your daily transaction limit is 25,000 cedis and you're doing a lot of business, you're seeing money, MTN sees your transaction volumes. Because the last time I went to an embassy actually for a visa and they asked for my bank statement, I actually printed my bank statement and printed my MoMo statement in addition, because I knew they would ask, why is it that whenever money hits your account, it just moves? And I wanted to make the point that it's more convenient for me to do my transactions on MoMo. So I printed my bank statement, printed my MoMo statement, and very soon I can be paying for my mortgages and even for housing with MoMo. And so I want to pray that into your future, that in about 5 years we should be able to do that.
Let me surprise you with that. I mean, our sister operation in South Africa, for instance, recently partnered with a home finance company to be able to enable that. And again, this is the power of digital, moving your customers, what we call modernizing our base, to move our customers in using smart devices, because then it enables you now to be able to upload your KYC, complete all your documentation online, and seamlessly submit your application for all the credit scoring to take place and being offered. So these are possible opportunities. And again, it speaks to the power of partnerships, where we partner. We don't provide a credit, but we work with partners who have the capital, and we create solutions that address people's needs. So yeah, these are possibilities for the future.
Great. So we'll look forward to that in Ghana. But let's talk ESG goals, okay? Can you share some key initiatives that MoMo has implemented or plans to implement that support ESG goals?
Okay, thank you. As a business, I think we are very big on the social aspects of ESG, right? And I'll talk later around environment in terms of some of the things that we do. But let me start off from the social aspect of ESG. I think earlier on we spoke about the women initiatives that we're doing, and this is very deliberate in terms of how we deal with women inclusion, agents, merchants, ecosystem, rural women, and these are targeted, underserved elements of our customer base that we have deliberate programs to drive their inclusion. Staying on the subject of women inclusion is also even our own staff, right? So we have a deliberate plan to actually move our women inclusion in our business from the current level of 42% to 50%, wow. By 2030. So that's an important milestone for us, bringing women. If you look at our board, we have, from a governance standpoint, we have a very solid board, and I can also proudly say that it's also a very balanced board, with 50% women leaders sitting on our board.
Great.
So we've done quite some good work in enabling and bringing women participation in our business. It remains a key focus for us.
Winston, let me highlight SDG 5, which is on gender equality. And SDG 5 says, achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. And women and girls represent half of the world's population and therefore also half of its potential. But gender inequality persists everywhere and stagnates social progress. And so gender equality is not...
is around an environment where there's energy efficiency. So if you look at if you walk on our floors, you notice that when there is no motion, all the lights are going off. And these are deliberate measures we take in doing that. And within our premises, we also ban single-use plastics. So you won't typically be offered bottled water in our environment. You have dispensers across at every key point, just to support the use of plastics within our environment.
Great. So lots of good things that you're doing. But let me just find this out from you, okay? What role do partnerships, regulation, and responsible leadership play in your achieving sustainable growth in fintech?
Okay. Let me backtrack a little bit first. I think it's important I highlight one key social interventions that we do, and this is with our partners, especially the global development partners. We do a lot of targeted initiatives. Currently, we're doing quite a number of them in the 5 northern regions, essentially with the likes of World Food Program and as well as UNICEF and some of these. And this is delivering key donor intervention to the recipients. And this is very important for us because of the transformative power of these initiatives. You know, people who are who have food insecurity issues getting interventions, and they are, you know, traceable and transparent means of tracing who the recipients of these services are. And for us, this is the true story about impact and also delivering your social goals. But just to back to the question,
sure.
Which is around partnerships, regulation, I have to start off again by highlighting the fact that we've had a very progressive regulatory environment. And I say progressive because the industry is actively engaged through the regulatory journey. You don't find this in many jurisdictions. And this really helps to shape policy and also regulation in a manner that drives innovation in the market. And we're very thankful for that, and we are very hopeful that this will be sustained. And also progressive in a sense that it's anticipating changes in the market and trying to use proportional regulation to manage whatever the risk and also the opportunity is. Now, intricately linked to what we do is partnerships. And for us, at the very core of our service is the power of partnerships. Banks, fintechs, agents, merchants, distributors, and even our suppliers. You need to pull all of it together in order to deliver innovation at scale. I mean, if we have to do every single innovation that we churn out by ourselves, I'm sure we probably would be, somebody would say, you will still be in class one, right? What we've done and what has propelled us is working with all the ecosystem. And I'm particularly proud about the relationship that we have with our fintech community in Ghana. A few years ago, we had very few fintechs in our market. Today, we have over 50 regulated entities actively working in the space to grow. And we continuously partner them in different areas, whether it's in agro, trying to find agro solutions, working with banks and fintech to develop the market in those areas.
Great. I know you have to leave us, but before you leave, what's your vision for MoMo's next chapter as it continues to grow? With over 17 million subscribers, I'd like to know your vision for the next chapter.
Okay, it's a very simple one, but also very deep one, which is basically to build Ghana's digital future together. And this we do by unlocking opportunities for everyone. Now, in terms of what it means exactly, it means that we are looking towards modernizing our base, and I talked about putting smartphones in everybody's hands. We are also talking about evolving MoMo from just a payment instrument to actually a lifestyle. So that transition needs to happen. And for businesses, it's not just a means of payment, but actually a partner for growth. And also from a nation state point of view, to be a real partner for socioeconomic transformation.
Shaibu Haruna, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Also, thank you for welcoming us into your head office here. We're using your boardroom this morning as our studios on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
thank you very much. Yes.
I think Shaibu and MTN MoMo have earned the trumpet for tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Because as we were speaking, I was also taking notes and trying to link their interventions to the SDGs. And at least they get about 6 SDGs directly based on their operations. Okay. And these SDGs will interconnect with other SDGs. So SDG 1, no poverty. MTN checks that straight away directly. Gender equality, MTN MoMo is checking that. Decent work and economic growth, you are checking that as well. SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, you are checking that. SDG 13, climate action. Because of a lot of the things, in fact, this morning when we came, the AC was off. We asked and they said it will only come on when people come into the space. So it's not going to stay on and waste electricity. So your climate initiatives are working. And then SDG 17, partnerships for the goal. So tomorrow morning we'll play the trumpet for you before the business news.
Yes,
You've earned the trumpet for tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much.
So when we return after these messages, we'll be joined by the Chief Products and Services Officer, Sylvia Otoe-Champong, here on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Morning, as part of our Joy Sustainability Month, the focus is on fintech and sustainability. We're looking at how MTN MoMo is revolutionizing Ghana's financial landscape. Earlier you heard from the CEO, Shaibu Haruna, engaging us. Now we're going to have a conversation with the Chief Products and Services Officer, Sylvia Otoe-Champong, and the Chief Regulatory Risk and Compliance Officer, Godwin Kwame Tamaklo. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
I believe you're all doing very well.
Great.
Good. So I'm told that at this point we can actually activate the phone lines.
Yes.
On 055 1111 997. Folks, it's a very simple exercise. Just give us a call. And I started by telling you that you should go follow MTN MoMo from MTN GH. Watch the 16-second video of MoMo Facts.
And get all their paw.
Now that you have all their paw, I'm going to ask you questions. Now, if you're able to answer all the questions, which I'm not sure you will because there are a lot of questions. But for the one that answers the most questions, you get an iPhone 16 Pro Max. That's not just all. Oh. And then you would also get 1,600 Ghana cedis. We're picking 10 callers today.
And
from the 2nd to the 10th, they get 1,600.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kofi, let's do a demo. So I'm going to time myself for 16 seconds. You're going to ask the questions.
Okay.
And then listeners will know how it's going to go and the prompt. So when you're done asking the questions, the alarm will go off and that will be about it.
But don't answer the questions.
No, yes, I'm not answering the question. No, don't even ask the questions on our sheet. Just ask random questions. Yes. Are you ready? And so listeners can call 055-11-11997 and you can join. So I've started. Go.
When did Ghana gain independence?
6th March 1957.
When did Ghana become a republic?
1st July 1966.
Who was Ghana's first prime minister?
Ghana's first prime minister was Ghana's first prime minister.
Who was the first president under the Fourth Republic?
My time is...
You know, you are the voice behind the name. So give us your full name and then give us the last 4 digits of your phone number. It's very important. Last 4 digits. Okay? Give us that one also and then we'll be able to deal with you. So we have our first caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Selassie Agbavo, calling from Joel.
Come again, your name is?
Selassie Agbavo.
Selassie Agbavo from Jowlu.
Yes. Yeah.
Great. Selassie, give me the last 4 digits on your number.
No, Winston. Okay, last 4 before you go to the questions.
Hold on. Do it again. 7939. Those are the last 4. I just want to be sure because we use that in giving. Okay. So, Selassie, how many MoMo agents are there nationwide?
250,000 agents.
Name one financial service you can access through MoMo.
You can get your buy insurance, save and invest.
Can you send MoMo to networks other than MTN?
Yes, please.
Okay, Selassie, that's all. Thank you very, very much. Your time is up. Good. So let's get on to the next person. 055-1111-997. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Ruth. I'm calling from the Volta region.
Ruth what?
Ruth.
Bluevy.
Ruth Bluevy. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Ruth, what's the last 4 digits of your phone number?
38.
Last 4 digits.
0238.
0238. Just make sure that it is 0238, Ruth. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready? We're going to start timing.
Yes, please.
Name one MoMo saving service.
MTN Yellow Safe.
Is MoMo regulated by the Bank of Ghana?
Yes, please.
Name one bill you can pay using MoMo.
School fees. Or your light bill.
Can you pay government fees through MoMo?
Yes, please.
Your time is up, Ruth. Okay. Thank you very, very much, Ruth. Bluevy, all the way from Amfuega.
Amfuega, Vakpo, Have.
Yes.
Oh,
that's the place. Okay, so we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Emmanuel Kumsen.
I like how you start with telling us your name. Emmanuel Kumsen, the last 4 digits of your phone number, and then we can start it.
9433.
9433. Emmanuel, are you ready?
Yes, please.
Wait, let me start the timer, please.
Okay,
let's go.
Now, can you get a loan offer using MoMo?
Yes, please.
Is MoMo regulated by the National Communications Authority?
Yes, please.
What platform can you use to report MoMo fraud?
170 or the MoMo app.
Will MoMo ever call you to ask for your PIN?
No.
Name one thing you should never share with anyone.
No one.
Thank you very, very much, Emmanuel.
I see no
No
one.
one. It's very simple. Don't worry. Okay. So there's another caller on the line. Please let me know if we get to 10. Okay, I probably may forget. So if we get to 10, let me know. But I've just been asking myself a question. What if there's a tie? Anyway, let's continue. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Tawa.
Your full name, please.
Tawa Dudu Sulemana.
Okay, Tawadudu Lemana. What's the last
Sulemana.
Sulemana. What's the last 4 digits of your phone number?
8778.
8778. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Okay, so how many MoMo agents are there nationwide?
250 plus.
Can you withdraw money from an ATM using MoMo without a card?
Yes.
Will MoMo ever call you to ask for your PIN?
No.
Name one thing you should never share with anyone.
Your PIN.
What number will MoMo from MTN call you on? Time up. Okay, time up. Thank you very much. Keep listening and would know. Okay, another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please. Your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is Prosper calling from Bubuashi.
Your name is?
Prosper Elikem calling from Bubuashi.
Prosper Elikem.
Yes, please.
Okay, calling from Bubuashi. And the last 4 digits of your phone number?
4420.
4420. Okay. Are you ready?
Let me write 4420.
Let's start. Can you schedule payments on the MoMo app?
Yes, please.
What can you do to win rewards on the MoMo app?
You can buy insurance, you can do your say.
Name one thing you can do with the MoMo app.
You can buy insurance, you can do MoMo Pay.
Where can you view your 90-day full transaction history?
On your statement.
Thank you very, very
the
much, Prosper Elikem.
What was the last answer you gave us?
Statement.
On your statement.
Massa. There's another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Please speak up, okay, so that I can hear you. Just as you can hear me, let me also hear you. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Samonate. I'm calling from Adeleke.
Okay, what's the last 4 digits of your phone number?
2523.
2523. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
What features let you automate future payments?
Please, your question again.
What feature lets you automate future payments? Can you win promos and rewards using MoMo?
Yes.
Oh, my brother.
Samuel, good morning.
You see,
Samuel, good morning. Oh, we
he's
lost
gone. You see,
Samuel.
when you are timed, don't say come again. You see, when you do come again.
Just go. Oh, so if you are not sure of the answer or if you didn't get the question, just say next.
Next, then I'd move on.
Yeah.
Okay, we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Please try again.
Hey. 055-1111-997.
Winston, whilst
Yes.
we wait for the next person, let me talk about MobiTap. Every moment without the right solution is an opportunity missed. So MobiTap is a solution from.
Please hold on 1 minute.
Let's talk.
Let me just conclude this. Okay. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Please, I'm Owusu Kings from Abuna Asante.
Okay.
Owusu Akins.
Owusu Akins, kindly position yourself very well so that you don't lose me because you have only 16 seconds. Unfortunately, I'm not the timer. What's the last 4 digits of your phone number?
9196.
9196.
96, yeah.
Okay. Owusu Akins, we're starting.
Okay.
Can you link your MoMo wallet to your bank account?
Yes.
Can you win promos and rewards using MoMo?
Yes.
What feature lets you automate future payments?
I don't get you.
What feature lets you automate future payments?
What feature?
Thank you very, very much, Owusu Akins. The question was, what feature lets you automate future payments? Okay, sorry about that. But, okay, let's pick another caller. We have 7, so we are left with the last 3. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Baini, calling from Kaswa Wood Barrier.
By the last 4 digits of your phone number.
And his full name.
Your full name, please.
Baini Loving Jachira Martin.
Buying what?
Loving Jachira Martin.
I can hear the chairman. I don't hear the lavender.
Lavender.
Okay, I think I get it. That's okay. Give me the last 4 digits of your phone number.
0886.
0886.
Okay.
Okay, we are starting.
How can you get a copy of your wallet statement?
I can request it through the MoMo app.
Can you link your MoMo wallet to your bank account?
Yes, please.
Should you ever share your MoMo PIN?
No, please.
Where should you update your MoMo app from?
From Google Play Store.
Thank you very, very much. Okay, it means we can pick the next person. 055-1111-997. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Please, your
My
name?
name is Belinda Adudakwa.
Okay, Belinda. Belinda, please reduce the volume on your radio set. I'm sure you can hear me loud and clear.
Adodakwa or Adodankwa?
Yes,
Is it Adodakwa or Adodankwa?
Dakwa.
Dakwa. Okay.
Yes, please.
Great. Belinda, the last 4 digits of your phone number?
1802.
1802.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Let's go. What number will Momo from MTN call you on?
Next question.
Are all fraud reports investigated by Momo?
Yes.
Can you schedule payments on the Momo app?
Next question.
What can you do to win rewards on the Momo app?
By participating in things like this.
Yo. Thank you very, very much. Hey, I'm on for you so much.
You know, Belinda's name was a title of a hit song. Yes, Belinda.
Oh, I know that song.
Yes.
Oh, you're my favorite party.
Yes. Last caller.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Please, your name and where you're calling from.
Prince Enim, and I'm calling from Ministry, Accra.
Please take the name again. Prince what?
Enim.
Prince?
Enim.
Enin. Okay. Please, the last 4 digits on your number,
8441.
8441. Okay, great. Let's start it this way. Are you ready?
Okay.
Where can you view your 90-day full transaction history?
Let's
Name one thing you can do with the Momo app.
transfer money, buy time.
All fraud reports are investigated by Momo. True or false? Hey, Prince. Prince.
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
I'm there.
Okay, keep listening to the Super Morning Show. You're at work, right?
Please, sir.
Are you at work?
Yes, please.
Oh, fantastic. So you keep listening, okay? If you are successful, if you get to win the iPhone 16 Pro Max or plus 1,600, or you get to win 1,600. Great, let's get back into the studio. Yes, today our studio is at the Momo head office here. And we have Sylvia Otua Champon, Chief Products and Services Officer, and Chief Regulatory Risk and Compliance Officer, Godwin Kwame Tamaklo. Thank you once again for joining us. And I'd like to start off with you, Sylvia, because we know that Momo's rolled out several impactful products over the years, from the core wallet to several advanced services that we see now. So tell us what the main categories of services available on the Momo platform are.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, and let me say good morning to your listeners as well. As already indicated by our CEO earlier, Mobile Money Limited, in partnership with the industry or the ecosystem, has rolled out a number of products and services. We have payment, which allows you to pay merchants and also merchant to receive payment from you. We have bill payment. Within our credit, we have credit for consumer. We have about 6 products, consumer savings, lending products. We also have one we launched for agents to be able to increase their float. We have remittance, being able to facilitate receiving money from abroad. We recently launched cross-border to Nigeria, also facilitating trade between Ghana and Nigerian individuals as well that want to send money. We also have savings.
So it means now I can send money to Nigeria?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And Oga can send money to
and
us.
Oga can send money to you as well. And we also have savings, we have insurance, we have investment products and services. So these are the portfolio that we have, and is growing. Okay. And that's the advanced services of our business.
Now, are there specific products or services targeted at underserved or informal sectors that demonstrate MoMo's commitment to equitable access and impact?
Yes. So the whole mobile financial services came out of improving financial inclusion, or what you call digital inclusion. So we have a number of services. There are programs. For instance, we recently signed an agreement with GSMA. Their core interest is to include or increase women participation in the digital financial space. So there are programs that are lined up where we educate market women. You know, they actually drive the markets. The data is showing 80% of the market economy is driven by women, and also those that patronize their product are also women. So there are deliberate programs where we go into the market to educate the market women about accepting MoMo first, how they manage their wallet, being able to use the wallet to pay for goods and services, pay bills, and all of that. So it's a gradual process. We've also educating them about the habits of savings, how they can also access credit facilities on their phone, how they can also participate in pensions. We have all these programs targeted at women. We also are looking at people that are in the informal sector, a lot of young people also who do trading on a daily basis, to also get into it. So with the help of our partners, to be honest, there are areas we can't reach, but the fintech businesses are able to go down into, for instance, the agriculture sector, the government payments. That's where our fintech partners are doing. So through the partnership, it widens the network, it widens the access. And with a basic phone, I think in terms of access, I would say it's the basic.
Okay.
With a basic phone, anybody should be able to access financial services.
Now, I want to understand how these products are designed to drive long-term customer value and financial inclusion.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. That's what I do every day. I'm always scanning for opportunities to develop through partnerships. The central bank design of the fintech is that you can't do anything on your own without partnership. So even the savings and investment and the insurance that I spoke about are all through partnerships. So through partnerships with our fintech industry or directly with the organizations, we are able to use consumer data. MML is also good at getting data through surveys, through market interactions that tells you what customers are looking for. So we use those insights to now design solutions either directly or through our partners that will be delivered to our customers. So they are called, for instance, let me give you a typical example.
Please do.
We had some areas where the SMEs just need a loan, but they need more than what the consumer services are giving them. So through partnership with Adishiman, there is a solution that we have designed, which should go out. It's actually live on the technology side, and that is being able to open up credit facility for SMEs. So these and many more are the solutions that we are baking behind the scene. What you do is you test these services. The customers will give you feedback whether it meets their core needs. So we keep on using iterative processes, fine-tuning it. So the Adishiman product is live on our technical side. It should be in the market. We get a few people tested. Within 3 months, they give us feedback. If it fits for purpose, then we roll it out commercially. So these are some of the tangible ways we design solutions for our customers.
And with these loans, your customers don't have to come to your offices to apply for them?
At all.
Wherever you are in the country?
Wherever you are. That's the beauty of digital inclusion. You can do this on your phone with a basic phone using the basic technology, which is USSD. You can also go onto the app and access it. So that is how easy we are making access to financial services.
And in that Greek space too, I've seen you do stuff with Grow For Me on a great crowdfunding where you are using technology to crowdfund to support farmers. How's that going?
It's going very well. Grow For Me is an initiative that is also, like you said, it's a crowdfunding. So, for instance, if I have money I want to invest, I don't have to now look for opportunities. That access is also there for me to go and invest the money in. At the end of the period agreed, I get my interest, my returns, and that's another way of opening up investment. Actually, when it comes to the informal sector, they can also buy treasury bills on the MoMo.
Wow.
Through EcoBank, yeah.
Nice one. So let me bring in the Chief Regulatory Risk and Compliance Officer. Thank you, Sylvia. I'll get back to you shortly because we need to look at the considerations that go into developing services that support small businesses. You've talked about all that you're doing, but I want to understand the considerations that go into that. Godwin, so please walk us through, some of the compliance requirements that govern the operations of the MoMo business.
There are a whole lot of them. For example, you have some requirements that are positioned towards what we do and what we cannot do. So we call them permissible transactions and then prohibited transactions, activities. So as Sylvia mentioned, there are certain services that we cannot offer on our own per the regulation. We have to partner some licensed institutions who have what it takes to do that. So for example, the loan she was talking about, we have to partner financial institutions who have the license to give out loans. So they are offered on our platform, but we aren't the owners of those services. So those are one. Then you have those that are specifically we are mandated to provide, by ourselves. Again, you also have some requirements around onboarding your customers, right? And we have about 3 different categories of subscribers as our customers. You have about 11 provisions that are defined for our relationship with our agent business, which is based on agency, transactions between us and our agent. So it defines even what we need to put in our contract with our agent. Again, you have the float that customers give to us, the physical cards they give to us in return for the electronic cards that they use to transact. Those physical cash are not supposed to be held by us per the law. So we have today 22 commercial banks as our partners who hold, these floats within their environment. So these are some of the regulations that, guides the way we operate in our industry.
Great. Now, because of what you do, I'd like us to talk about digital fraud and scams.
Right.
Because I'm sure most of the time you get the complaints, people are complaining, somebody did this to me and that to me. I want to understand how MoMo is reinforcing its fraud prevention and customer protection strategies. How are you doing that?
One thing that is on our heart is to ensure that we provide services that are secured for our customers. That is one of our basic value to our customers. So it's worrying when you see, your customers fall into certain tricks, by these fraudsters. So we attack fraud from about 3 different perspectives. One, technology. We've invested over $2 million in securing platforms that do transaction monitoring, platforms that filter SMSs that goes to, our customers. That is one area that they attack, customers from by sending SMSs. We are able to block over 400,000 SMSs in a day that would have hit customers, and based on that, maybe they would be now social engineered to, get them to lose their funds. So in terms of technology-wise, we day in, day out trying to ensure that we build on our security so that you will know that from the day the business was launched to this time, about 16 years now, you've never heard of any technology breach on our system, the mobile money system, ever. because of the continuous investment, management, and our shareholders are putting in to ensure that we make that service secure. Today, we are driving a lot of the app use, and we believe that most of our customers, for a reason or two, might not be that okay with the use of the app, and so it could be another avenue where these fraudsters will be, contacting our customers to defraud them. So that is another area that we are reinforcing, building new security features on the app to ensure that we protect. So a lot is going in terms of investment in that area. And then you have education, right? On our all social media platforms and also other media, platforms, we are driving education just to ensure that the customer is made the first line of defense for our service.
Now, talking about education, which is very, very important, please walk us through some of the most common fraud trends and how these customers can protect themselves.
Today, what we are seeing twofold. One is the use of the app, right? They try to download the app on their phones. And because the SIM card is not in their phones, it would have triggered a link or, a pin to the one whose number is being used to install the app on the fraudster's phone. Then they follow up with a call. And most at times, they're able to get our subscribers to send them that OTP that they need to complete the installation of the app and have access to, their account. So that is one area with, as I mentioned earlier in my submission, building the features around to ensure that even that would not happen. Again, buying specifically pizza online. We've had a lot of fraud cases coming from somebody just going to, the internet and then seeking to buy pizza from some of our pizza vendors. They have seen that, and they've also been educating people not to, if you want to buy, go to their specific website and access. But people just go there and then they pick a number, they call the number, and then they are walked through some process, and by the time they realize, instead of buying pizza for about 200 Ghana cedis, 300 Ghana cedis, they end up losing thousands of cedis from their wallet. So pizza, yes.
And Godwin, if I may, so what happens is that people pin their businesses, fraudulent businesses, on Google Maps, add numbers. So Winston and Sons Pizza, if it's also Puppets Pizza, for example, some people pin locations, put Puppets Pizza in it, put their numbers in it. So if you're unsuspecting and you call, then they begin the process with you. So if you're a business and you have online presence and you've pinned your location and you've put your details online, you should be checking that every day to also ensure that someone else has not even edited your location online to defraud people. So it's very important we do that.
So these are the prevailing ones as we have currently.
Great. Godwin, so the other thing I'm sure many of our listeners would want to know, okay, so when they report these cases, take us through the steps you go through in resolving these fraud cases.
Right, so depending on the case itself, right, if the person is able to call quickly and for a reason or two we are able to hold on the funds, then we have to do a reversal of that funds that we've held or recovered. And so we go through our back-end process to ensure that we confirm that really this fund was a fraudulent fund moved from here to here, and then truly this guy deserved that we reverse the funds, and then that is done. On the other hand, should we not be able to, recover because maybe when the fraud happened, the person would, instead of calling, us, they'll rather try to be calling the fraudster to see if they can engage the fraudster to get the money back to. So time is of an essence when it comes to this, but they might not call early. And so by the time you realize it's been moved to a different platform and cashed out another. So at that point, you don't have the funds, it's gone. Two things. We advise you, because it becomes a criminal issue, we advise you to report to the nearest police station. and then they will share with you an extract, which is basically what you went to tell the police or the complaints you made with the police. And then with a copy of that and the CID's contact, we are able to now engage the police to support them with all our findings. We will also be doing our own investigations with all the data that is needed and locations and other stuff. We provide that with a court order to the police. Now the legwork is done by our law enforcement agent, that's the police, to be able to do the arrest. Now what happens is that most of the times when the people report the case to the police, then they rather be coming to us, following up on updates. But then we advise that the CID person who has been allotted that case, you should be contacting that, because if we need any update on the case, we go to that CID seeking for update before we be able to provide it to you. So if you have contact with the person directly, you just have to be following up on them on where they are with the issue.
Great. Godwin Kwame Tamaklo is Chief Regulatory Risk and Compliance Officer of MoMo. Silvio Tuachampon is Chief Products and Services Officer. Before I went to Godwin, I said that I was going to ask you the considerations that went into developing services that support small businesses.
Okay, thank you for that question. So it always starts with a need. Somebody has a need and you are trying to provide a solution to. So usually most of the information we get is from trade. And then, like I was saying earlier on, use the insight, develop something, go to them and find out. But what I need to also highlight is that we don't do these things alone. So we have our fintech partners that also work with other businesses. Okay. Recently, we are looking at the value chain of FMCGs and where to actually bring in the digital solution for financial transactions to actually go through. So if you take typically one of the chains that we are looking at, there's a wholesale, there are middle distributors, then there are the retail. Money is exchanging, being exchanged among the various groups in the supply chain. So what we are trying to do is find out where the bottlenecks are and where facilities are required. So for instance, some of them pay based on trust. Okay, but that is after you've built a very long relationship with the distributor. Then based on trust, you're giving some kind of a pay later kind of. But we want to find a way to also make the facility, credit facility, available so that the wholesaler gets his money.
I told you that after the break we're going to announce the winner,
Yeah.
and we will do that, but there's a tie. Okay,
Let me go through the names first. So the first caller was Selassie. The second caller was Ruth Bluvi from Amfoega. The third caller was Emmanuel Kumsin. Fourth was Suleiman. Fifth was Prosper Elikem. Sixth, Samuel Nate. Seventh was Owusu Akins. Eighth was Baini Chemating. Ninth was Belinda Adodakwa. And 10th was Prince Enim. Now, Baini and Ruth, there's a tie.
There's a tie.
Yes.
They all answered 4 questions, right?
Yes.
Okay. The CEO of MoMo, Shaibu Haruna, is here. So we are going to select a winner.
Let me give you a quick sustainability tip. Where you have no use for something, please find somebody who does. Schools, charities, churches, libraries, some of the drop-off centers, they may accept some of your clothes, your furniture, your toys, your books, your videos, and your magazines. Sometimes some of us put them in the trash, but we need to upcycle these things. So if you have too many clothes and you cannot wear them, the principle of sufficiency means less is more. Give some out so that others can have clothes. If you do that to help us to meet SDG 1 of no poverty, because we are spreading our clothes, we are spreading our money, we are spreading our books, we are spreading our goods. And SDG 12, responsible consumption, you are not putting it in the trash.
Great. So let's go again. See you.
Okay, this time we're going to get it right.
Yes.
So I'm shuffling this, and okay.
Okay, let's see.
It's my honor to open. Okay, it's
What's that?
Baini Chematin from Kaswa. Congratulations, Baini from Kaswa.
You see, I was talking about those of us who have the call.
Yeah.
Even when we brought another one,
yes,
the first one didn't win.
Yeah.
So it means that nature has it that
Yes.
this is going to be the winner. So Baini Tremanting,
yes,
I still don't get the middle name, but
yes.
Baini Tremanting, the middle name sounded like lavender or something.
His last four numbers 0886 0886. So Baini, come to the MTN MoMo head office in Accra. Is the same building with Standard Chartered, close to Jubilee House, close to the interchange. What was it called?
The Akweje interchange.
Akweje interchange. Come with your Ghana card and your phone, because you verify both your number and your Ghana card. You have a brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max from MTN and 1,600. The rest of you as well will contact you. Just follow the MTN Momo from GH handle. Momo from MTN GH handle.
Yes.
DM them with your details. They will contact you, verify you, and give you your 1,600 cedis.
Well, thank you so much for hosting us in your office this morning, CEO of MoMo. That's Shaibu Haruna. Anything you want to say finally, CEO, before we wrap it all up?
Yeah, I just want to say again, it's 16 years, and as they say, I think it's sweet 16, right?
Yeah, sweet 16.
So we just want to say thank you, Ghana, for believing in us, and we will continue to be your partner for prosperity and growth. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and also thank you to Sylvia Otuo Champon, Chief Products and Services Officer, and to you, Godwin Kwame Tamaklo, who is Chief Regulatory Risk and Compliance Officer. But today is the Finance Minister's birthday.
Yes.
Kasiel Atufosing. So happy birthday to you. I think he turns, 47
Atu is forcing.
Yes, 10:47.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. It's also the birthday of Dr. Bosman Asari, Deputy
Yeah.
Chairperson of the Electoral Commission. On behalf of the team led by Sami Odami, thank you very much for joining us. My name is Winston.
And my name is Kojako Toboati.